We're continuing competitive Call of Duty action here this weekend with a pretty big game between ECG and ROC Esports. And if I'm not mistaken, the action is already underway here, Jacob.
Yeah, it looks like we have Gun Runner SND.
There's two left sides.
Yes, sir. I mean, we've seen quite a few entertaining games already in this Gun Runner map. And, man, I mean, this man on our screen, he has been such a stud on the map. He pulled a 20 bomb. A 20 bomb in SND, and he's already in a clutch scenario. It's already a 2-on-2, trying to make his way in.
He absolutely kills him top trays.
So far away, and he already spots a pixel out, just trying to get this final kill, but just can't do it. Has to hold back. He even has time to work with, but what is this? Mac runs on away, and even then, that's going to be the frag at the very end of first round, going towards ROC Esports.
Invisco 3-0, J-Baby 2-0. The duo is just back at it again already.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite the squad to say the very least at the very top. And now ECG representing East Coast Gaming and their Counter-Strike team. I was touting them, quite a bit before this tournament, purely because I mean, really, Call of Duty Modern Warfare on keyboard and mouse shouldn't be that much of a far cry in terms of mechanical skill, but really what comes into play is going to be that actual gameplay. You know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, we already do have a couple of kills going back and forth. It's going to be a 2-on-4 scenario going forward.
We've got a 1v4 as the ROC Esports only have one left.
Yes, sir, and the bomb has already gone down. It's again, it's that 1v4. It's in Invisco. He's been in quite a few of these scenarios before. Don't really know if he's been able to capitalize on it, but what an aid. That's going to be a Kobe and a half, and that's the 1-to-1.
Those explosives are so annoying in this game.
Yeah, they're huge. I mean, you go back, I think there was like that one Twitter clip was just like, yeah, this is like grand finals of like a huge tournament. He throws a Semtex and it accidentally like sticks in front of him because of like lag. He runs so far away, but he still gets sticky then. Such a rough time. And I mean, you're absolutely right. Explosives can be the X factor to this game, and we're not going to see that too much on this map. Yes, there's going to be some good close counter encounters, but we're really going to have to go back to really that car exploding map. Surely a map, but wow, a quick start to say the very least. Already a 1v3 with Jovi stepping up to the plate, and he's not going to be able to pull it off. The CS player stepping up to the plate and pulling around.
Yeah, the CS team, they want to win this,
For sure.
First map of the day, they weren't doing so hot, but now's their chance. Because remember, whoever wins this game goes on to losers round 2 to face Wolves Esports. Whoever wins that will go on to the grand finals to face Team Blue.
God, I mean, these maps are just going to be bangers on top of bangers on top of bangers. And I didn't really expect it at first. Some of these teams are almost unknown what kind of players that we're going to be getting. But J-Baby, are you kidding me, son? A double kill with a singular nade. Take a bow here, J-Baby. Not only is he hot with the sticks, not only is he hot with a rifle in his hands, but he's able to pull off some frags. And they make some noise for the W. That's going to be a tie game, 2-2. We have not seen a Gun Runner map go so close.
We have not, but I just want to say, great plays from J-Baby. He stayed by his teammates. He watched his angles. A beautiful nade. Beautiful nade. And then getting the trade-off for his teammate to tie map 1-2-2. Just beautiful stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm a nade mid.
And now it's yet another round on the board, and look at this, it's going to be almost a full approach over towards that A site. Love the coordination on this squad, but let's see how they're actually going to approach this one, because that long range, and he's not exactly using the best gun for it, but who is that? Trans Holiday coming up from behind, taking down 2 on the flank, on the attacking side, and he keeps on going. Where's the call-outs? That's the ace! From out of nowhere, what even happened? His teammates, 2 teammates dying over to mid. Where's the call out?
That is absolutely on Team Rock.
That's
I
insane.
understand wanting to play together. You should never be that close to winning.
No, but it's not only that, but they were sitting him for kind of an A tape, which isn't exactly going to be a bad idea going together. Of course, this is COD. I mean, just kind of lining up players isn't exactly going to be, as hard as really any other game. But even then, gosh, that flank, you have to maintain some sort of communication with your teammates in a scenario like that. That's devastating to the very least. And once again, there's a player just holding W, making his way through crates. That's going to be Macaroni, but here comes Jovi. Jovi has been really an all-star for this team alongside a couple of his teammates. Now he has an opportunity to shine, as now he's in a 1v3, make that a 1v2. Has to go for the ace in the very end. Benji going absolutely big with 2 frags, also with the frag. Oh, he would have had to get that last huge frag. Would have meant so much for his team in terms of momentum, but it's still not going to happen. Benji with a 3K in that round, and ECG, the Counter-Strike players, are looking good in COD.
I definitely think that round was winnable for Team Rock. He knew where the last guy. He knew where the last guy was if he was able to finish that kill crates, and there were still 30 seconds left on bomb. Good play, good plays from Team Rock, but he just got outsmarted by ECG.
Absolutely bamboozled, to say the very least.
Well, listen, Team Rock, you got to remember to pick the bomb up, and it looks like they're gonna fancy the B bomb.
Right, and
Trans Holiday already taking down Invisco. AJ2K taking out Asian Braun, but there are just trades left and right. It is a 3v3 in round 7 of map 1.
yes, sir, but it's already a very, very quick plan within 30 seconds. But man, wait, did it not go down? Oh, okay, barely went down. Still a 2-on-3. J Baby, he has been almost literally the best team on this roster thus far. Let's see if he can live up to that title. It's a 1v1 now out of that 1v2. Playing Ring Around the Rosie. And he's gonna find Benji! J Baby, take a nap, you're a clutch legend! What a round.
Animal from J Baby. He does not miss. He don't miss.
Doesn't miss.
Love it. His miss if he had one.
If he had one. 3-4 scoreline. The ECG team has had a pretty good mid game thus far, really dominating the edges of the map, and honestly just taking advantage of really these slow starts coming out from the Rock Esports side. But huge adjustments from the side, really just trying to dominate some of these objectives. Really, because I mean, this game is objective based. You just want to go straight up for him. So hey, whatever works for this Rock Esports side. But I'm kind of looking around, and it seems as if this round is starting to go towards the leeway. It's going to be ECG. Already a 5v2. J Baby, he's been a clutch god, but I don't even think him can pull off a 1v5, man.
1v5 with bomb down, keep in mind.
Right? It has to go for that. Yeah, no, this one's pretty much over. They're going to be playing trades. They're going to be playing these corners. They also have a lot of equipment. Oh, it's so scary! 3 players running out. Oh my god. I mean, you could call it both a curse, but also a blessing. He could have gotten himself like a sick lineup there, really out of nowhere. But yikes, that's a scary moment.
If I was J Baby, I'm calling that a heart attack. If I'm busting through those doors
Oh,
and I got 3
absolutely.
enemies looking at me.
Yeah, no, you just kind of have to sit back, take a moment, kind of cry a little bit, and then get back into the next round, because we already know how important this next one will be. The score is 3-5, and wow, a huge clutch nade over to mid from Jovi. He's gonna take down one, and same thing with J Baby. So before this Rock team could even see a singular player, not even a singular interaction, they already take down 2 players. That is high efficiency if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, man, water is just a hot spot for grenades. Typically, when you spawn up on either side, you pretty much just run up mid and throw a nade and hope you get someone, and it's very typical people go that way, so it's not rare to get kills. But that round will go the way of Team Rock.
Yes, sir.
Round 10 is coming up. 5-4. Can Team Rock win 2 in a row to take game 1, or can ECG take this round?
I mean, it would be huge if they do. The momentum is really nowhere towards either both sides, because I mean, we saw a round like that. That last one was just a straight up, 5 people side. That's just dominance. And then you get another round right before it where it's yet another show of dominance from the other squad. So they're really just trading rounds at this point. But you don't want trades. You want a W. Let's see what can actually happen, however. You have Jovi going up mid. A couple of these players are laying around the shower side. But what is this? The double. Oh my God. Jovi was right behind his teammate too. That could have been the easy pickup for the frag, but instead Jovi goes big, ends up taking down 2. Benji taking over that B site. Even then, bomb still hasn't gone down yet, and J Baby has a firm eye on that site.
Yeah, J Baby saw one going green alley and wire. He knows one is still there, but does he know where the other 2 are? He's going to push into Boiler and see if anybody's trying to flank him.
He's going to have to clutch a 1v3 for, I mean, just to keep his team alive. Again, it still is map 1. They're still going to have a big opportunity in map number 2 to try to bounce back, but even then, it's a tall task. Bomb has been planted over on A. He has the high ground, Anakin. Let's see if he can actually take it over. Has a site right in front of him, but again, it's just a bad game of Ring Around the Rosie that you certainly don't want to be in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be ECG, the CSGO players taking over Rocky Sports.
Trans Holiday went 22 and
6, 22 and 6. Dude, I like how we were calling out like we were calling out J Baby, like, oh, he dropped a 20 bomb. No, he goes absolutely huge. Like for what reason though? Like it was a 6-4. He made some, he made a lot of alert plays. It was, mainly it seemed like a quiet game from him, but in reality, he was just pulling off all the kills. He was wide swinging everything, taking sites pretty much by himself. That is a high efficiency fragger if I've ever seen one, and it just so happened to be really the support staff that Jovi and J Baby is looking out for. They've been mainly the victims of those flanks.
I really want to say I am shocked that J Baby and Visco only 9 and 6, 6 and 7. Like these past games, it's been 13 and 2, 20 and 4, all that, and it's like, you're in losers.
Right.
If you've been playing good all day, this is where you need to step up.
No, absolutely, and it's really just kind of where the confidence is at for this team. It does seem like J Baby, he's still on that grind. He's still, still holding down his sights, especially early on in these rounds. He's getting super aggressive just to try to get some of these opening interactions, and that's not a bad idea by any means. It really isn't. And especially for the fact that he's letting his teammates get into an advantageous position, not only in terms of just confidence, but also literally in terms of players. It's going to leave them in a man advantage, or if you end up getting traded out, it's still going to leave a little bit of a burn on the enemy team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are lining up for map number 2, which is going to be
Arklov Peak. We have seen this map many a time today, and I'm going to repeat again. This map can be won by playing your smokes and playing your snipers.
Absolutely. It's going to be the long-range game, and I mean, when we talk about this map, we kind of talk about kind of the heroics of Roe and his teammate, Asian.
I absolutely love how we have seen this map been played 2 different ways. We have seen Team Rock absolutely just
well, I'm going to consider that a special scenario because they were pugging the entire time. They made it look so easy, and it didn't even seem that they were respecting their opponent by any means. They were just kind of turn off their monitor, hold down the W key, hold down the mouse 1 key, and they were just getting frags down mid. But they can't exactly do this. These players, especially on the defensive side, they're going to have a much better time holding things down. It's going to be a TK, but even then, most of the frags going towards the side of ECG, if not all of them. It's a 4v2 scenario to open up this game, and Visco does take down Benji. Almost an equalizer. It's a 3-on-2. Horror. It has been a more or less quiet game from him, but he's on quite the flank at the moment. This is really his X factor. Horror has been incredible on the flank for the past couple of games. He's going to be able to get one, but has to transfer that spray over to a second and can't exactly do so. And now it's going to be in Bisco in a 1-on-2, a very possible 1-on-2. He has a great position at the moment, and I don't think these players are looking at him. He's going to make the easy frag for that 1v1. And where's this last guy? He's searching around for it. It's ringing around the Rosie. They don't exactly know where he is either. In Visco. Just trying to stay steady. Look at the time saver.
He needs to get this bomb.
No way!
Cannot. He was hiding in Broken. Gus, I think Horror has made the same play every time he plays this map. He runs right at the trench, kind of peeks around the back mound of the truck, and always picks somebody off hiding at Blue Barrel.
Yeah, he's safe, man. I mean, look, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? Like, he's slamming around the map. Not around the map. It's literally a singular position. The rest of his teammates, sure, they're going for some big-time frags. They're going for some big-time peaks. But nah, this dude just, remember what I said before? Turn your monitor off, hold W, hold mouse 1, but this time he's aiming in the general direction of trenches. So it worked out in that round. He was able to get a very crucial flank to try to equate that round for his teammate, but that simply did not work out. Again, ECG taking that last round, and they already have quite the man advantage. JBaby popping off, though. He does end up getting one. Trans Holiday and Mac with the other two.
Oh, I hit him, though. Mid.
55 seconds on the round.
What are you using a pistol for? Hold up.
I believe he knows that one is in mid. It is a 2v4. JBaby gets taken down by Benji.
You gotta flash. You gotta flash. You can flash in.
Looks like we have one in mid, kind of creeping around the tanks, but he gets flashed. He gets flashed in bottom grandma's. He knows he's there. He's tagged up, but he gets double pushed. 0-2 in map 2 of losers round 1.
Rock, a team that honestly looked so good earlier. A team that has such potential to to actually make their way into the grand finals. And will this ECG team, who were essentially dormant in their first game in winners, be able to beat out such a powerhouse team?
It's looking like it, Upmind. It is looking like it. I will admit, I had my bets on Team Rock. With how JBaby's been playing, I thought they would sweep, but I was wrong.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to more or less the rest of the team. You can't just depend on like maybe 1 or 2 star fraggers. Of course, sometimes in the game you're going to have them absolutely pop off, but it's a team-based game. It's an objective-based game. Sometimes frags isn't going to be the biggest thing on planet Earth. But ladies and gentlemen, Joe. I mean, it's not. Well, it's technically. Well, it's not technically Jovi, but we're gonna call him that for now. Mackle, though, coming back, taking down that Rock Jovi, whoever he may be.
There's one camping behind.
Looks like JBaby is gonna hop the fence and try and get around to back grandmas, and Visco drops Benji to make it a 3v3. They are near B site. Can they get the bomb down?
That's going to be huge. And look at this lurk from JBaby, but you will almost never see someone crouching in this sort of scenario. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a 1v2. AJ2K has to get a 2K to finish things off. Let's see if he can pull it off. Finds one, but that's going to be the immediate trade. The CS players popping off. That's 3 rounds in a row to start off the second map.
That was a really good play from Hornet. If you don't have Deddy, you ADS and you crouch walk, and your footsteps are silent. And the fact that he was able to crouch walk up the stairs to be able to piece JBaby and clear them out of B-bomb, just great play. Great play. Yes, sir.
Hey, you guys go B.
Yeah, another round on the board, and I mean, I'm gonna ask you as a COD player with a little bit of professional experience, how do you get out of a kind of a slump like this in terms of rounds, mentally, of course? Physically, you would just say, "But lol, get frags." But how are you gonna kind of re-up that confidence for your team?
This is where the IGL comes in place. You know, he will be very vocal, and he will either be sweet and cuddly, or he will be very brutal about it. But that's when the IGL steps in, and they're like, hey,
They're next to the car.
you need to get your head in the game. You're not losing this. And typically, if a team hasn't chalked it mentally, then they will push forward, and they most likely will come back. And that is when you see such thing in Call of Duty as a reverse sweep.
Where?
Just one. Where?
Here we go. It's gonna be a 1v3, but it's already going in big. Oh, AJ2K does end up getting a little bit of a frag, but he gets the frag, but it was a TK at the end.
And Visco, buddy, I know you're looking for kills still, but that is your own teammate.
He still has 5 frags though. He's going pretty big in this
I
game.
need extra kills.
I like the stat line from ECG. 5 and 3, 5 and 1, 3 and 2. Like half the team's doing pretty solid.
That probably negates my points.
It's good to look out for. At least everyone's fragging, and it doesn't seem like it's been anything too shocking in terms of you know, simply strategy. In a sense. It doesn't look like they're outplaying them in terms of actually making their way onto these sites. It just looks like it's coming down to these 1v1 gun duels, and ECG, they're just playing these interactions right.
It looks like Team Rock is going to favor the A bomb site. They are flashed on the green box. He's trying to peek and see if anybody is back trench. But 2 drop. It is a 3v5. Bomb is down and broken. It looks like there is one top mound. He has him one shot. Can he finish the kill, or can he get away with his life?
So lit at the moment. Even then, it's still going to be 2 on 5. Man, oh, close. Man with a Jovi name. Not exactly. I don't exactly know if he's going to be representing that name all too well, because that is going to be a round loss going towards the side of Rock. ECG going big again.
Jovi really had nowhere to go. He had one over the bomb watching it. He had one coming to his right and broken, and he had one in trench. What are you going to do?
Guns are quick, man.
Do not let them see. That's for the game.
Oh yeah. That's what I love on Mirage with like.
I don't really know if Jovi is going to approve the usage of his own name there. You know, like, to say the very least, man, because it's like, you know, Jovi, first of all, he's the one fragging out the entire time, and then you just have this guy just like, you know what? Start playing with it. It happens though, folks. It does happen. It's now 4-1 scoreline. ECG is now 2 rounds away from what?
Trans Holiday manages to rip his own teammate's head off.
Sure, still a 4-on-4 though. Hornet does collect the kill back onto AJ2K with a nade. Same thing with J-Baby going down to the vector of Trans Holiday. So although Trans Holiday opened things up with a TK, he has himself 3 frags technically on the round. He's going big, but now whoever's on the man, Jovi, he has to step up. It's going to be a 1v3.
Trans Holiday is definitely making up for that team kill.
Benji goes down, however. Bomb has gone down right in front of him. 45 seconds left. A very fragile 45 seconds left to work with.
I'm flanking.
Oh,
Can
look at this
Benji
climb up.
clutch. He has managed to sneak his way up to top Grandma's. 30 seconds left on the bomb, but he is out of Deddy. You know, if he's making a lot of noise down there, they're going to hear him, and they're going to figure out where he is. Just like that, they heard him jumping around, and they knew to check window. ECG is now 1 round away from knocking out Team Rock.
Asian Brom is the COD player.
I love how like different players are like they're still laying around with like old names. So you do have like Jovi versus Asian Brom right now. just kind of, you know, cheekily getting that last frag, but
Is not okay.
is what it is, folks. We are at a 5-1 scoreline. Certainly unexpected by every sense of the word. ECG was a team that, again, I touted to be a kind of a more of a top level team going towards the end of this one, but now they're actually stepping up for reals.
Team Rock, what do you have for us? Will you find a way to bring this back, or will we move on to the next game?
Oh my lord. Big trades coming out from mid. Trent Holiday. He has been an absolute X factor for this team thus far, and he goes down relatively early. No! And everything falls apart.
Horror, how did you
No way!
Simple.
Jeez, a nade going down into mid, and that's heartbreaking.
Team Rock, I am so sorry, but you have been eliminated.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, what a run this team had, period, though, going in from the winners bracket. They're still going to end up with a pretty decent placement, and honestly, some pretty good performances. They're going to look back. There's going to be some clips for them. Honestly, shout-outs to JBaby once again. Although he wasn't able to show up this entire game, it really was just the ECG show. Some of these players, they were fragging out the entire time. Trent Holiday absolutely has to be my MVP for that game, but really everyone stepped up for that ECG squad.
I think despite Team Rock being the first team to be eliminated, I can't really speak for the future games this weekend, but that map 2, or that game 2,
right?
That 1-4 comeback to take the game, that's something we're going to talk about all weekend.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That was it. That reverse sweep was insane.
And it's not something that you see, period, in competitive play, folks. That's why, you know, when we come to a LAN like this, first of its kind in a very long time, we see big plays like that being pulled off in real life on LAN. You kind of get a little bit of a sense that, you know, maybe these physical events, you know, are back and ready and raring to go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be setting up our next game very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching the Ultimate Gamer House thus far. My name is Outmind, joined here by Saber, and we will be right back.